laying on the couch.
Doesn't matter.
What do you think when you think freedom of speech? Most people think about newspaper articles, or magazines, or music, and that's correct. But there's another freedom of speech that might not be so obvious. That's the freedom of speech when it comes to working. Every American has the right to be heard and to work in an environment that is not hazardous. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission in 2010 said that there were almost 1 million unfair labor practice lawsuits filed. That's a lot of people that think that they're working in an unfair or unsafe labor environment. I have studied for the past 3 years human resource management, and I hope to work as a training and development specialist one day. Human resource management supports one of the values that we learned this summer in the Alvin textbook, Creative for Creation, the value of freedom of speech. Human resource management is a career field that seeks to promote the order, respect, and value of human beings, specifically in the business workforce. The purpose of my speech is to show you how that value can be supported in all 4 areas of human resource management. The 4 areas are compensation and benefits, training and development, workforce planning and staffing, and employee and labor relations. We'll start off with workforce compensation and benefits. Compensation and benefits is the employee who specifically deals with new employees to a company and their compensation for the job that they do within an organization. That could be the base salary, it could be all different kinds of benefits, health, dental, medical. It could be everything related to someone's job in employment. Now, the really important thing with this is to make sure that the employee is heard and that the needs they have met are met at this particular time. For example, you might have a single employee or you might have an employee with family members. There's different packages that are going to be given to different employees. And so specifically related to freedom of speech and employee, the HR representative being able to meet the employee's needs, they need to listen to the employee. They need to make sure they have the right understanding of what they need and they have the right responsibility to make sure they get paid in the right, correct way. Specifically, one thing that happens with compensation and benefits is there's a legal compliance to actually pay the employees what they say they will pay them. And so in order to support the company as well, HR representatives in compensation get to support the value of both people in this particular case. Training and development specialists work to make sure that each position in the company is trained fully to do their job. For example, if you are in the health field and some new policies comes out with new regulations and you don't have those put in place or posted or trained to your employees might not be able to upkeep them or follow them how they should, and then your company can get in trouble for not doing their job correctly. Training and development specialists have a unique opportunity in which they get to work one-on-one with employees to make sure that they are growing as people within the organization. It's less dollars and cents, more one-on-one. This establishes an opportunity for relationship building, which allows people to feel more comfortable in their positions and to do their job better if they feel they're in a comfortable work environment. This promotes the value of freedom of speech as employees are then comfortable to speak to the HR representatives to make sure their job is done well and their concerns are expressed. The third type of job we have is labor relations. Labor relations is a direct link between upper management and unions if a union exists in an organization. This link is crucial because when contracts are drawn up to talk about benefits or wages or hours and all those kind of things that go into a labor contract, if one side is not equally represented, then one side will not be held to the same standard or will be overworked or underrepresented in the contract. This can lead to, as we've seen in the statistic from 2010 with the 1 million labor lawsuits, you have people that feel that they are being underworked or overworked and not held to a standard that they feel is fair for all other employees. The HR representative here is extremely important in knowing the law. They often have a background in law or maybe even a law degree if they work in a lot of the upper high-profile labor cases, but still, this is a potential to uphold the value of speech again, as all employees' perspectives and values need to be listened to. The last case, the workforce staffing and planning, deals specifically with making sure the right person is in the right place at the right time. They do most of the applications for hiring and for putting people in the right spots. Last year, I was able to work on a group project that created a company and an application. Our project was actually chosen to be presented on a state level to the SHRM student government, and we were able to show this application, which has a disclaimer sentence at the bottom. Now, this disclaimer sentence is important because if the AHL rep hadn't put this sentence into the application, the company could be liable. It also tells the people who are applying for the job we want to protect them and make sure that they understand that the background checks are being done in a specific way to best fit the person to the job, not just to find out additional information. It's really important that everyone's listened to and everyone understands they're being protected and valued as employees or potential employees, not just people we want to take advantage of. Now, all of these four positions seek to promote the values that we talked about earlier. The four positions being compensation and benefits, training and development, workforce planning and staffing, and employee and labor relations. All four of these, as we have seen, promoted the value of freedom of speech. I want to close with Proverbs 31:8-9, which reminds us of how we should uphold the voice of the oppressed. Open your mouth for the mute, for the rights of all the unfortunate. Open your mouth and judge righteously, and defend the rights of the afflicted and the needy.